Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today's question was, who is the father of Bhishma Pitamah? And yes, most of you got it right. He is none other than Maharaj Shantanu himself. He is also the husband of Ganga Devi, and that is why Bhishma is known as Ganga Putra, son of Ganga, Mother Ganges. And Shantanu is a very extraordinary personality, and in fact the prime of his fame came when he had the power to bless Bhishma with this Ichamrityu Vardhan, which means Bhishma could die whenever he wishes. Now, sometimes people say that's a good blessing or that's a bad blessing. Well, that's debatable and that's subject to what you think is good or bad, right, wrong. But Shantanu, he is a exceptional character, and he during his reign, the entire Kuru army and the entire Kuru Vansh, the entire dynasty, they reached the pinnacle of name, fame, power, prosperity. He was a very dharmic king. He was perfectly religious, and he was an executor of dharma also. Not that he would just be religious himself, but he would make sure that his citizens would abide by law and they would follow the principles mentioned in the scriptures. And as we all know that Bhishma is one of the Ashtavasus, and then when they got a curse to go to the earth and take birth, and then Shantanu and Ganga Devi had got married, and after that there were many children which Ganga Devi had dipped in the river. And Shantanu's hands were locked because Ganga Devi had asked a promise from him that you if you ask me why am I doing what, then I will leave you. So like this, Shantanu did not ask, but when it was time of Bhishma, who was known as Devrat, he could not control himself, and then he ended up asking, why are you throwing these children like this in the river? How can a mother do this, throwing her own children in the river? And then Ganga Devi explained why she was doing what she was doing. And then finally, she took Bhishma, who was known as Devrat that time. Now, when he was born, he was known as Devrat. And then she took him to the heavens, where she gave him training under Parshuram, and this Brihaspati, and also Shukracharya, in my knowledge. And then one day, Bhishma came down, and he was having a. It's like he was just sporting around, and he was trying to stop the flow of Mother Ganga by the power of his arrows. And then Shantanu Maharaj saw this, and Shantanu did not know that he's Bhishma, his son. And when Shantanu saw that who is this young, beautiful, handsome gentleman who is so powerful, then he was feeling an irresistible temptation, sense of love and attachment towards this boy. And he was thinking in his mind that maybe if my son would be here, he would be around of the same age. And then finally he went, and when he met Bhishma, who was Devrat again that time, then Ganga Devi appeared and said, "He is your son. He is going to be the next king." And then Shantanu was extremely jubilant. And later on, of course, he fell in love with Satyavati, and he married Satyavati also, because of which Bhishma had taken the Brahmacharya vow, Akhanda Brahmacharya, which is known as Bhishma Pratigya. And then Shantanu had blessed him that because of your sacrifice and your devotion towards your father, I bless you that death personified will not touch you till you do not desire. Whenever you wish, wherever, in whichever situation or condition, you will be able to leave your body. And yes, he is the father of Bhishma, the most formidable warrior to have ever lived. And he himself is also a very formidable warrior, and we can sometimes discuss on his origin. And he was actually Mahavisha in the heavens, and he had also got a curse from Lord Brahma because he was staring at Ganga Devi. I mean, that's a long story, and Brahmaji saw that this behavior is not suitable for the residents of the heavens. So please go down to the earth and take birth again. All right. So we shall discuss this long story some other time. How Shantanu came here, and as usual, thank you for your participation, and see you tomorrow for another quiz. All right.